Yo, what is up everyone, Z-Karma here, and welcome back to another boring math video here in Borderlands 3. Today we're going to take a look at one of Flak's hunter kill skills, Interplanetary Stalker. I have already covered all of Amara's skills, so now we are moving on to Flak, and in this video I'll be doing a full breakdown of this skill to show you exactly how it works, and I will also show you how it interacts with other skills. So before I get into this video, if you find it informative or helpful in any way, a like rating is always appreciated, and if you want to subscribe for more content like this, that'll be awesome as well. Starting off, let's take a look at what it says. This is a hunter kill skill. Whenever Flak kills an enemy, we gain a stack. For each stack, Flak and their pet will gain a bonus to all damage dealt. Additionally, we will gain a unique stacking bonus depending on the type of enemy we killed, and each of these can stack up to 3 times. The stacks will decay over time, and each stack lasts a total of 10 seconds. And yes, each stack has its own timer, so getting a new stack won't reset the timer for the previous stack. However, when you're mobbing, you shouldn't have any trouble keeping 3 stacks the whole time. So anyway, when we max out this skill, we will gain 10% damage per stack. So at 3 stacks, we should get a 30% damage increase, and just so you know, this damage is V1, which means that it is multiplicative with like normal damage increases, and it is additive with these skills. It's going to be additive with the power inside. It's also going to be additive with pack tactics, with frenzy, with empathic rage, which is an action skill augment, and with the damage from your skag. So we have guard skag right here, gives you 5%. This one gives you 5 and 10%, and this one down here gives you 5%. So yeah guys, the damage from Interplanetary Stalker, this 10%, is going to be additive with all of that. They're all V1. Anyway, on top of that, this is universal damage, so it will apply to all damage dealt just like it says here. So it'll apply to grenade, to melee, and action skill damage as well. Anyway, moving on, this skill also has other bonuses depending on the type of enemies you killed to build those stacks. So if you kill robots, you'll get an increase of 7.5% corrosive damage. For any human stacks, you will gain 15% action skill damage, and you cannot see it here because I can't scroll down. But whenever you kill beasts, you should gain a 7% increase to your movement speed. And remember that each of these can stack up to 3 times. So now let's put it to the test. Keep in mind all of these tests will be done on Mayhem 0, so any action skill or melee Mayhem scaling will not apply. Anyway, I'll be using this Rowan's Call that deals 865 radiation damage, and I will be shooting flesh, so radiation against flesh, there's no penalty or no bonus. So what I'm going to do is get max stacks of Interplanetary Stalker, which should give me a 30% increase to my damage. So 865 multiplied by 1.3 gives me 1124.5. So let's go ahead and try to get max stacks. There you go, I got my max stacks. And 1125, as you can see right there, with 3 stacks of Interplanetary Stalker. And now remember that I said that this damage is universal, so let me just show you quick proof. Let's try to melee first, okay? Melee without any stacks. So I'm gonna go ahead and melee this little guy. We did 3169 damage. Let's try again, 3169. And now, if I get 1 stack of this skill, you'll see that the damage is going to be higher. So we're going to get 1 stack by getting rid of this guy. And then our damage goes up to 3485. That is because we gained a 10% increase to our melee damage thanks to this. And just like my melee damage was increased, same will apply to action skill and grenade damage. Now moving on, let me show you what happens when you equip Big Game. So when we max out Big Game, our hunter's skill duration will be increased by 100%, and our hunter's skill effects will be increased by 30%. So as you can see, my skills are not updated yet. Still 10%, 5%, 7.5%, 15%, and 7%. But what you can do is just back out and then it'll automatically update. And as you can see, this went up by 30%, just like it says here, went up to 13%. This one stayed at 5, this one at 7.5, this one at 15, and the other one at 7. But it is just glitched. Don't worry, these are actually getting increased by 30%. At the end of this video, I'll show you the actual values that should lie in these areas. Anyway, with 13% damage per stack, we should gain about a 39% increase in damage at max stacks. So our Rowan's Call will go from doing a base damage of 865 all the way to 1202. So, and if I shoot 1203, there you go. At max stacks, I did 1203, which was that 39% increase in damage. Now, I want to show you what happens when you also equip a Cosmic Stalker. So, Cosmic Stalker right here is going to increase my Hunter skill power by 25. And that 25% is going to be additive with Big Game. So Big Game was 30%, but now that I got 4 points on it, it's now 40%. So 40% plus the 25% is going to be an increase of 65% to my Hunter kill skills. And this also gives me 2 extra points on Interplanetary Stalker. However, the one I recommend you use is one with 3 points on Big Game and 2 into Interplanetary Stalker. That would be my suggestion. Anyway, as you can see, once we have Cosmic Stalker and Big Game with 7 points on Interplanetary Stalker, it goes up to 23% damage per stack. Anyway, with that 23.1% per stack at max stacks, you should get a 69.3% increase in damage. So now our Rowan's Call is going to be able to do 1464 damage. We get max stacks, easy 1465 damage, just like I said. Now let me show you that the rest of the listed skills will gain a bonus even though it doesn't show it. I am going to be focusing on human enemies, so with human enemies I should get a 15% increase to my action skill damage. And for this test I'm going to be using these racks which will deal cryo damage. And if I use this action skill against shielded enemies, my racks are going to do 3081 damage each. And let me just show you quick proof of that. We're going to use it on that guy, and you can see it'll be 3081. So now we're going to get 1 stack of Interplanetary Stalker to get that 15% increase to our action skill damage. So we multiplied 3081 by 1.15, and remember that the initial damage increase of 10% is universal, so we also have to multiply by 1.10. And that should give us about 3897 damage. So after 1 stack of killing 1 human enemy, our racks are going to do 3897 damage. And very quickly, let's use it on this guy. And then, oh no, oh right there, that's gonna be, there you go. We got 1 stack and 3897. Anyway, now let's equip Big Game. So I'm gonna get down here and we're gonna max out Big Game, and that should give me a 30% increase to Hunter skill effects. And as you can see, the first damage here was actually increased to 13%. However, this one remained at 15%, and so did these. These remain at the same values. But this was actually increased, so we can just do it manually. 15 with a 30% increase, it becomes 19.5%. So, with 19.5% increase, our racks that deal 3081 damage, we need to multiply by 1.13 and then 1.195 because we're increasing that 13% and then the 19.5. and that gives me 4,160 damage. So, if what I said is true, after killing one human enemy, my Rax should do 4,160 damage. So let's go ahead and try that out. Try it out. 4,160 damage, as you saw right there. And now same will happen when I equip the Cosmic Stalker. As you can see, this also gives me a 25% increase in effectiveness. However, these ones will not update. The only one that updates is the top one that gets a 23% increase. These did get an increase, but the only reason why they got an increase was because we got 2 more points into Interplanetary Stalker. However, they did not receive the 25% increase. So what you need to do is look at the numbers that you see here. We see 7%, 10.5%. You have to apply the effectiveness bonus that you get. So for me, I'm getting 40% from Big Game and 25% from Cosmic Stalker. That is a 65% increase. So we can multiply that 7% by 1.65 and this 10.5% by 1.65. The problem to calculate my own damage is going to come from not seeing the other bonuses. The human bonus, I can't see it because for some reason I can't scroll down. I don't know if you can do this on console, but currently on PC I use arrow keys, it won't work. I scroll down, I pull on this, and nothing works, so I can't really see them. So I gotta guess, based on my points, how much of an increase I would get. So if the human bonus, without Cosmic Stalker, without 2 extra points, was 15%, that means it was increasing by 3% every skill point. So at 7 points, it should be 21%. Are you guys following me? Because at 7 points for 3% each, for the human bonus of action skill damage, it should be 21% right now. To that 21%, I apply the bonus from Big Game of 40% and this one of 25%, which is 65%. And that should bring my human bonus to give me 34.65% action skill damage per stack. So yeah guys, just keep in mind that this top one is always updated. For the bottom ones, if you want to find out the actual bonus that you're getting, all you need to do is multiply whatever you see by the addition of the bonus from Big Game and this one. So in my case, like I said, 25% plus 40%, I multiply by 1.65. And for you, it's going to be different. But anyways, guys, that's exactly how this skill works, and that is all I wanted to cover for today. If you guys found it helpful or informative in any way, a like rating is always appreciated, and if you want to subscribe for more content like this, that'll be awesome as well. Have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.